Sally Field's life story is one that intertwines Hollywood fame with personal turmoil, showcasing an incredible journey of resilience. Born on November 6th, 1946 in Pasadena, California, Sally's early years were marked by instability. Her parents' divorce when she was just 4 years old left her with a fractured sense of security. Her father, a World War II veteran, was emotionally distant, while her mother, Margaret, was often absorbed by her own career as an actress. As a result, Sally grew up feeling torn between two worlds, one glamorous but cold, the other authoritarian and emotionally unavailable. This split left her yearning for love and stability, though it was something she could rarely find in her childhood home. Childhood struggles and painful secrets. The real tragedy of Sally Field's youth lay not in the absence of a father, but in the presence of another. After her parents' divorce, her mother remarried a man who, to the outside world, seemed charming and adventurous, but behind closed doors, he was a different person. Sally's memoir, In Pieces, revealed the heartbreaking truth about the abuse she suffered at the hands of her stepfather, Jock Mahoney. This dark chapter in her life was compounded by her mother's inability, or unwillingness, to see the pain Sally was enduring. The abuse left deep scars, both physical and emotional, that would haunt her well into her adulthood. But even in the darkest of times, Sally found solace in acting, which became her way of escaping the turmoil at home. Hollywood, a double-edged sword. Sally Field's entry into Hollywood didn't bring the peace she longed for. In her early roles, she became known for her bubbly girl-next-door persona. While the public adored her wholesome image, it couldn't shield her from the ongoing struggles she faced privately. In 1965, she starred in The Flying Nun, a role that made her a household name. But behind the costume and the laughter, Sally was struggling. She found herself trapped in a character that was more about superficial charm than depth. The role only amplified the disconnect she felt between her public image and private pain. She later admitted that the experience left her feeling depressed, questioning her worth and wondering if she would ever be able to break free from the image of the cheerful sitcom star. Breaking free. The power of a self-discovery. In her late teens, Sally made a bold decision that shocked many in Hollywood. She walked away from the sitcom roles that had made her famous. The move risked her career at a time when there were few opportunities for young women in Hollywood. But Sally wasn't interested in fame or fortune. She wanted to find herself. She threw herself into method acting, training at Lee Strasberg's Actors Studio. This grueling work required her to confront the painful memories she had long buried, transforming them into emotional truths for the stage. It was a difficult process, but it allowed Sally to shed the image of the bubbly sitcom star and step into more complex and meaningful roles. A breakthrough. Sybil and the beginning of transformation. Sally Field's breakthrough came in 1976 when she took on the role of Sybil, a woman suffering from dissociative identity disorder. The character had 13 distinct personalities, a reflection of childhood trauma. The role demanded that Sally confront her own dark past, and she poured herself into it completely. Her performance was nothing short of extraordinary, earning her first Emmy Award. For the first time, the industry saw Sally as more than just a sitcom star. She had proven that she was capable of delivering powerful, emotionally charged performances. But as much as the role earned her critical acclaim, it also opened old wounds, forcing her to revisit the pain she had tried to escape for so long. Norma Ray, a role that defined Sally's career. In 1979, Sally Field took on the role of Norma Ray, a Southern textile worker who fought against injustices within the labor union. This film became more than just a role for Sally. It was a chance to show the world the depth of her talent and the complexity of her own life experiences. The film's themes of resilience and fighting for justice resonated deeply with Sally.
as she had spent much of her life battling for her own voice to be heard. The performance was so powerful that it earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress. With this win, Sally proved that she was more than capable of handling serious, dramatic roles, and she solidified her place as one of Hollywood's most respected actresses. The price of success: personal struggles behind the spotlight. As Sally's career flourished, her personal life remained a source of ongoing pain. Her first marriage, to her high school sweetheart, ended in divorce in 1975. The relationship, which had once been a source of comfort, slowly unraveled due to the pressures of her career and the emotional distance that had developed between them.
But the most publicized relationship of Sally's life was with actor Burt Reynolds. Their chemistry was undeniable, but behind the scenes, the relationship was fraught with tension. Reynolds, a major star in his own right, often belittled Sally's talent and tried to keep her in his shadow. Their turbulent relationship ended in 1982, leaving Sally heartbroken and questioning her worth. She later reflected on how much damage that relationship had done to her sense of self. Finding stability and healing. After the painful end of her relationship with Burt Reynolds, Sally Field found some semblance of stability in her personal life. In 1984, she married producer Alan Greisman, and the couple had a more grounded and private life together. By this time, Sally had already become one of the most respected actresses in Hollywood, known for her authenticity and her ability to portray complex, deeply human characters. Her personal life, though not without its challenges, began to settle as she focused on raising her children and continuing to build a legacy in the film industry. It was a quieter chapter for Sally, one where she could finally experience some of the stability and love that had been missing from her earlier years. A legacy of strength and vulnerability. Sally Field's journey through fame, heartache, and personal growth has left a lasting legacy in Hollywood. Her performances, each one a reflection of her own inner turmoil, touched millions. But her true strength lies not just in her ability to act, but in her resilience in the face of overwhelming personal struggles. Throughout her career, she learned to confront her past, embrace her vulnerabilities, and transform them into art. Sally's story is not just one of Hollywood's success, but of a woman who refused to be defined by her past. Instead, she chose to use her pain as a source of strength, creating characters that resonated with audiences on a deep, emotional level. Conclusion: a life that inspires. Sally Field's life is a testament to the power of resilience, healing, and self-discovery. From a childhood filled with uncertainty to a career that demanded she confront her deepest wounds, Sally's journey has been anything but easy. Yet, she emerged as one of the most beloved and respected actresses of her generation. Through it all, Sally has shown us that even in the face of tremendous hardship, it is possible to rise, to heal, and to find strength. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that, no matter what life throws at us, we have the ability to transform our pain into something meaningful and enduring,